She's the first character of a new path. She's gonna get power crept. I am really going through it today. I'm weary to pull for Aglaea, but it might be insane in a good way. I might be falling victim to the marketing. Oh my god, that was adorable. I love Pokemon. Ooh. I think we have to pull for Aglaea. I think I'm sold. I clicked on event, not realizing last day of Cosmic Lucky Prize would open. I've been putting this off. It's a couple days after this ended, but I didn't want to look at the last day because I got 50 every single day. So I really didn't want to look at it. But yeah, I guess update from the Cosmic Lucky Prize video. I didn't even get a 600 one day. That sounds about right though. 200%, that sounds about right. We have patch stuff to do. Again, I'm like a day or two late to this because I am exhausted. I think I did too much and just had too much happening in like a 2-day time period. So now I need like 4 to recover. So we're here though. We're here. We're gonna take a look at Aglaea. I think that's her name. New character. I don't know if we're gonna pull. I am guaranteed, but I'm like fresh off the guarantee. I can't think straight. So great timing to look at a kit. Hypothetically, I probably would be better off pulling on the rerun warp because the gag is, if I thought the Herda was gonna get power crept in like a couple patches, Aglaea is probably gonna be power crept in like a patch. Quite frankly, she's the first character of a new path. She's gonna get power crept. Oh, we have some standards we can do. That's always fun. I think the shop reset, because it's like February, what, 5th? Yeah. I can't think straight. My brain is so foggy today, and it's not fun. Because I'm so serious when I say I can't think straight, which makes this the perfect first video to, because something I do with, and like I've been doing for the last couple of months here with Reverse is like, I'm gonna use Denhung just as an example. I'll go through the Eidolons. It's the pay to play section. The Eidolons is the pay to play section. I'll go through like those like extra copies of the character benefits. I wanted to do that for the Hoyoverse games and starting with Star Rail, I wanted to do it, but I'm like sitting here and I really thought I'd have enough like brain power to sit here and go through a kit, but I don't think I do. I'm gonna be so real. I don't know if I do. I can't even remember what buttons take me to what thing. I'm like so out of it today. Let's just do 8 standards. If only I had 2 more, that would be great actually. But we'll start with our standards just to kind of set the tone for today. And then we'll get into the Aglaea trial. We'll do our rerun character trials just to get the extra shifted star. Shifted stars, that's not even, I have talked about Reverse 1999. I have talked about Star Rail. Shifted stars are Aether Gazer. Where did that come from? Where did that one come from? Stellar Jade. Oh my god. That was the perfect explanation for how I'm doing today, actually. So yeah, that's great. I haven't gotten a single 4-star with these pulls, by the way. And I say that and I get Luca. I think I finished building my Luca, technically. I mean, I only have 8 of the Starlight, so that tracks. We probably won't be pulling. The luck was not lucking. Oh yeah, Luca doesn't have a light cone anymore. I think I probably took his for Welt or something, probably. So what we need to do, Aglaea. We need to look at Aglaea. We need to test her kit. What would be the best way to do this? View memo sprite, that's a new thing. Okay, that's new. Okay, all right. I don't have what is this skill tree? I was not prepared for that. I am really going through it today, wow. Great day to be looking at a new kit. All right, we're gonna start with the trials for Robin, Silverwolf, and Boothill. I didn't realize Silverwolf was there. I wish I was lying. I wish this was a joke, a gag, a bit I was putting on. No, I literally am just this. I just can't do anything today. All right, let's go. Hi, Robin. You're not Robin. You're the enemy. I can't. Poor brain. I'm at a point where I'm like, I'm about to finish Robin's trial and just record the rest of this tomorrow. I can't do this right now. I really can't. I thought I would have enough brain power to record something. I am like, my brain is useless today. I think we're gonna do this trial really quickly and I'm gonna leave the other ones till tomorrow. That's all I can do at this point. All right, there she goes with the little song. Please don't copyright me, I'm begging. Not saying it's happened before, but it has. Not with Robin though. It's been just about everything else though. I think, what was it? It was the special program when we got Facial, got copyrighted for that. False copyright claim, that was fun. Hoyo Fair, one of the Hoyo Fairs got copyrighted. I don't trust this game. I don't trust this game to not copyright me, as you can tell. There we go. Robin didn't even get to finish her song. It just faded out. I think, honestly, truly, we'll come back to this tomorrow when my brain is like, hopefully, fingers crossed, in a better place. And if it's not, then I should probably look into that. But hopefully I'll be less jumbled in the head tomorrow. maybe even like a couple hours. It's 8:40, so I don't think I'm gonna finish this up tonight, but I think I'm gonna call it. We'll do the other 5-star trials tomorrow, but I will put me on record saying I will probably end up pulling on the Robin rerun just because I know she works well with Sunday, and I would like to try them together. And I don't think as a Harmony character, Robin has not left the meta, so I don't feel bad about pulling for her. Whereas like with Boot Hill, I feel bad with that because I don't think Boot Hill. I don't use hunt characters. I hyper carry. So mark my words, we're gonna be back here tomorrow, and I'll probably pull on the Robin rerun. Yeah, I could see that happening. I'm guaranteed, so I don't know if I want to use that guarantee on like a rerun character, but I don't know. They haven't done drip marketing yet. They might start it tonight though, because I know quite a few gacha game offices have been out for Lunar New Year, and I think a lot of them come back like second half of this week, allegedly. So I feel like we might get drip marketing soon. I hope we get drip marketing soon. I need to decide if I'm pulling for Robin or not. Because if we get drip marketing for 3.2 and it's like a select bunch of characters, I'm not pulling on the rerun. I'm sorry, I'm saving. Because I'm already kind of like, I don't think I'm pulling. I have a guarantee. We're saving. My luck in Star Rail was really good for like a year. It's going to start catching up with me now. So if I have a guarantee, I'm saving it. I need them to start drip marketing for that though. Fingers crossed in the like 24 hours or less it takes me to come back to this, we'll get that drip marketing because I need it. So I clicked in, but I think I'm like stuck in the void. Like I think I'm gonna have to close my game and reopen it because this is not, okay, great start. This entire video has been cursed. Literally, this is day 2. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Kind of. There she goes. We're in, baby. I don't know why that happened that way. I don't have anything extra open to it. No. Okay. Weird. But we are finally going to do the half patch for Star Rail. Finally. I started this video yesterday evening, but my brain was so jumbled. I think it was just like all the lack of sleep because the beginning half of this week, I got maybe 2 hours of sleep a night every single night because the monthly moments of my apartment complex, there's been every month since December, there's been something at the beginning of the month. And this month, it was one of the AC units for my building. Basically, I don't know if it was a coolant issue or what, but I think it was Tuesday morning, it blew up. So if you didn't think an AC unit could blow up, it can. They're right outside my window. So all night, for like multiple nights, because this has been going on since last week, just so like the lack of sleep had started last week, but I think last night and yesterday in general, it just finally caught up with me and I crashed hard. I went to sleep like before midnight hit even. It was probably like 11, the latest. And I woke up at like 6:50. My alarm goes off at 7 and I was like, oh my God, I woke up without my, oh my God. I didn't wake, usually I wake up multiple times during the night too, didn't wake up at all. I think it just all caught up with me. And so trying to do this video last night just wasn't gonna work. And so we're back, we're so back. I feel so much better. I'm still a little tired, but I'm always a little tired, guys. Also on Tuesday, I had a follow-up appointment for the procedure I had done last week. Was everything perfect? No, but it could have been much worse. And the surgery I need to get it's fingers crossed, is a very easy procedure to be done. So it should help a lot with like everything going on. I'll probably explain that at some point, maybe in a dailies video where it's like I can just yap, but we have other things to yap about today. That other thing being some rerun characters as well as Aglaea. So we can finally do this. We did the trial for Robin. I literally forgot to do Silverwolf. So we're gonna go through Boot Hill and Silverwolf right now. I'm not really gonna dig into them too much. I think I tried to before. I love Silverwolf. I always have. If you look really closely here, if you look really closely at my IRL, not like IRL, but like the room here, there's a blur filter on this, right? My hands are gonna goof out for a second, but hold on. If I take my blur filter off, and if you look really closely, that is Silverwolf's trailer. In the back here, like, can I get my hand tracking working for this? Because it's kind of really goofy. Like back here, that's Silverwolf's trailer because I think it's so fun. So yeah, I really like Silverwolf. Let me turn that filter back on real quick. Okay, back to business. I just had to point that out for y'all. I really like Silverwolf. Part of that is because Silver Wolf is the XP for Haxer Bunny, Honkai Impact 3rd, and I really like Haxer Bunny. So that's part of that. But yeah, I think she's really fun. I also, something I totally forgot to talk about yesterday, we can actually look at old characters as viable units again, because the most recent like dev notes post that the Star Rail devs posted has some insane updates to it. First of all, I know that they have mentioned some stuff about the story for Amphorius. They want to, I think, cut down on some of the reading exercises, which I actually recently talked about this. I love the reading portions of these little gacha games, especially with Penacony. I love sitting down and reading through everything. If you've watched any of the story coverage I've done for any of the Hoyoverse games, we are just gonna buzz through these while, yeah. I love piecing through the written out lore, but this is actually something I talked about very, very recently in a Arknight's Enfield video, but that video has not come out yet. It'll be coming out in a couple weeks probably. But I talked about this just the other day. So at first I was like, oh, they're cutting out the reading? Why? I love the reading. But I literally talked about it with Enfield. With the most recent Enfield beta that I have played, they do this thing where major story beats and like, cause I was kind of like meh on the Enfield story, major story beats are contained inside these like reading exercises. And I was like, I know people don't read these. People either don't read them or most commonly people will like skim through them and kind of hate it because a lot of people, I'm a reader. So if there's reading in a game and I'm fine with it, I love that. But I understand that other people, they're playing a game to not have to read. So a lot of people skip those parts in general. So putting a major lore and story beats that make the story actually good behind these like reading exercises, I generally think it's a bad idea for a game to do because a lot of people just don't read them. So they're missing a big part of the story. And if they do, they don't like that they're reading it. Like they're like, why am I doing this? I don't like this. I'm not having a good time. Personally, I like it, but I am not the majority here. I am of the minority of liking the reading exercises. So I think it's very smart that Star Rail is removing or at least cutting down on some of those going forward. But the other big thing that they talked about, is that I think they're balancing some older characters to make them viable in the meta again. So the whole power creep issue that's been a big thing for months now, maybe even the past year, is, I'm not going to say going to be entirely fixed, but it is going to fix it and make it a lot more manageable so you don't have to pull for every single character, every single brand new character in order to even just play the game or clear endgame or whatever. And I think, personally, I love that. I think that is probably one of, if not the best thing Hoyoverse has done for any other games ever, is to make older characters viable again. Because personally, I don't want to pull for every character, all right? I don't. And I haven't touched I touch endgame in Star Rail because I can just throw it on my second monitor and be like, you are the second monitor content. Your purpose is to entertain me when I need second monitor entertainment. That is your purpose. So I'm happy that I don't need to have every single new character in order to clear the game, because I don't want every single new character in order to clear the game. I'm gonna be so real. And you shouldn't need, I always say you don't need every single character, but Star Rail is the only one where I was like, I mean, you could probably argue that you might, but I think making it so older characters are viable again kind of fixes that, as well as makes it a little bit more free to play friendly. Because Star Rail has been very egregious with like, you need every character, quite literally, or you will die in this game. There's even been like bosses that if you don't have a specific lineup built, you will not clear the boss. And you're just gonna have to deal. Like, you're just not gonna be able to continue with the story. And I think they did a fix for that specifically, because there was one boss that even I got stuck on. I say that as if I'm some pro at this game. I am totally not. I kind of want to pull for Boot Hill, but I kind of want to pull for Boot Hill. I kind of want to pull for Boot Hill now. Anyways, they think they tried to fix the power creep issue of not being able to clear like even story bosses without having a certain lineup. I think they did some work on that a couple months ago, but it's still, for like in end game terms, because that was the big thing people were having a problem with, is the end game being unclearable if you don't have certain units. And I think balancing out the game a bit more, especially for older characters, is going to fix that exponentially. I look forward to it because then I can take some of these characters that I have, my favorite little guys, and clear the end game with them on my second monitor, because it's still second monitor content. But yeah, I personally really love to see that. The reading exercises diminishing was not my favorite thing to see, but I understand where they're coming from with it, because a lot of people don't care about reading. A lot of people don't want to read in their gacha games. I personally am okay with it because I like reading in general, and I'm a lore person, so if I have to read through something to figure out the lore, I'll do it. I don't care. But I know other people don't like that as much. I like just kind of like taking a little pause in the game and doing a reading exercise. I think it's fun, but not everyone does, so I understand where they're coming from with that. Because like I said, I am in the minority for that opinion. So yeah, we got to use the character... We got to use the character trials for the rerun characters to talk about the big dev updates. So that was that. I think last night I said if I was gonna pull on the reruns, it would be for Robin, just because talking about meta, I don't think she's left the meta once, technically. I think she's always been there, especially with Sunday releasing. I know people have been running Robin and Sunday together, and I know that there's like achievements for running them together. So I think if I were to pull, I would pull on Robin because I have Silverwolf. She was the character that started my 50-50 win streak back in 2023 that I promptly lost my first 5-star of this year. So maybe I need to pull for a Silverwolf Eidolon to get that streak going again. Maybe I need to pull for an Eidolon. But I'm weary to pull for Aglaea, even though I think she's pretty and she is our first remembrance character. On the issue of power creep, she's gonna be power crept to heck in like a patch or two whenever we start getting more remembrance characters. So I'm almost like weary to pull because I like her, but I don't love her. I feel the same about Aglaea and the Herda. If I get them, that's great. If I don't, I'll live. So I feel the same way about both of them. And for that reason, I don't necessarily want to like go crazy. I also don't think I have the pulls to go crazy. We are guaranteed because I did lose that 50-50, but I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this because like I said yesterday and at the beginning of this video, we're going to go through her kit entirely, which includes her Eidolons. There will be the pay to play section. I do this with Reverse 1999 and I realize I don't do it with any other of the games I play, but I probably should because I like that format when I do it for Reverse. So that means we're looking at her kit first, I believe. But the thing is, Hoyoverse doesn't really do a good job of explaining the kit from this screen. So what I'm thinking we'll do is we're going to start her trial and open up the character screen in the trial so we can see her Eidolons, because the description they give with all the skills and everything that they do is really good. In this like screen that's gonna pop up in a hot second once my game loads in, this screen is really good. The one after this, but the other ones aren't. So Aglaea, electric, lightning, what was it, electric or lightning? I don't remember. 5-star remembrance character. Our very first 5-star remembrance character. I guess Trailblazer is technically remembrance 5-star. Our first limited 5-star remembrance character. Our first limited remembrance character in general. Well, there is no 4-star remembrance characters because we don't get 4 stars in this game anymore, apparently. I don't know if that was in the dev letter. I hope it was. I hope we're getting more 4 stars because that's also something that will help tremendously with power creep, is making more viable 4-star units. And Hoyoverse, I will give them the benefit of the doubt, is really good at making viable 4-star units. People still use Gallagher, but we don't have enough. We don't have enough viable 4-star units in this game, so that is a problem. What can Aglaea do though? She summons the Garment Maker in battle. I will move the box in a second because this is not information, doesn't matter as much. Can attack simultaneously with the Garment Maker. The Garment Maker is her memo sprite, and the more attacks are launched, the faster the speed, the higher the attack. So attack speed is going to really be the thing you want to build with her, it seems like. So yeah, because the more attacks that are launched, the more, in order to attack more, you're going to want faster attack speed. So attack speed is what you really want to, basically attack speed will build on itself. It's what it seems like, because if she can attack more, the more she attacks, the faster she can attack, that will boost the speed of the attack. And then as that gets even faster, the attack gets higher. So you really want attack speed. Like, honestly, it might be a little bit insane to run, like, just get all attack speed stats for her, like as many as you can. It might be an insane build, but it might be insane in a good way. I would be curious to see a solely attack speed build on her. Like, that's it. No crits, nothing, just attack speed. I'd be curious to see it. I would. I 200% would, because that might go insane. We also have our first Amphorius scene. Ooh, you know what, y'all? I might be falling victim to the marketing. I haven't even watched her. There's like a video we haven't watched. Hold on. We can't watch it now. We'll watch it after. But I might be falling victim to the marketing just because she is so pretty. I take it back. I take it back. I might like her. I like her a lot better than the Herda. Oh, and the sword. Oof. Oof. I love this scene here as well. Oof, I'm falling victim to the marketing. All right. So real quick, you can view her memo sprite as well. It's telling me to do that. I would like to look ability details. This is what I want. We're going to go over here a little bit lower because I don't want to cover up her face. I feel like we're fine down here. Okay. Also, why is the art blurry? It's blurry, right? Okay. So basic attack is called Thorned Nectar. I may or may not get a little bit annoying because, as we all know, Amphorius is inspired by Greco-Roman mythology, and I am a Greek mythology nerd. I really like it. I like mythology in general, but Greek mythology is one of the ones I know the most about. And I've said it before, Roman mythology, to put it bluntly, is basically Greek mythology with the label scratched off. So I'm probably making certain people very angry by saying that, and I'm gonna continue to say it. Yeah, I am joking, by the way. I'm joking, but also not really. Anyways, I might get a little bit nerdy here because I can see it happening in the names. If it doesn't happen today, it's gonna happen shortly. But Thorned Nectar, her basic attack, deals minor lightning damage to one enemy, a single target attack. This is everyone's basic attack. It's the same for everyone. Her skill is called Rise Exalted Renown. Restores HP for the Garment Maker specifically. Okay. If the Garment Maker is absent, summons the Memo Sprite Garment Maker and makes this unit immediately take action. Okay. Interesting why it restores HP for the Garment Maker. Maybe to keep it on field longer, so that just is like a sustain for the Garment Maker to keep it on field, and if it's not on field, then that summons it. Okay, so it's just a sustain for the Garment Maker. Her ultimate is called Dance Destined Weaver. Weaveress? Female Weaver? Okay. Summons the Memo Sprite Garment Maker. So the ultimate doesn't, the skill do similar things, but the ultimate is like a boosted version of the skill. Understandable, but summons Garment Maker, enabling Aglaea to enter the Supreme Stance state, immediately take action, and gain enhanced basic attack. So it's immediate. The more she attacks, it's playing with that again. The more she attacks, the faster she gets, which the more attack speed she has, the higher the attack number goes. So again, it's building off of that. Her talent then is called Rosy Fingered. While the Garment Maker is on the field, Aglaea's attacks inflict the target with Seam Stitch, or the Seam Stitch state. After attacking enemies in the Seam Stitch state, she deals minor lightning additional damage. So like I'm assuming that's a follow-up attack, which again plays into the more she attacks, the higher the speed goes, and the higher the speed goes, the higher her attack goes. So again, I've even because I know I think like in Simulated Universe, there's some blessings that allow for follow-up attacks. So those would probably go the best with her, at least for like a simulated universe point of view. That is my favorite endgame mode. So that's what I care about. We also have some skills and things for the Memo Sprite listed here, which I think is quite fun. And I like that they are listed out here because I like to I like reading exercises. We dig into things. The Memo Sprite's skill, though, is called Thorned Snare, deals minor lightning damage to one enemy target and adjacent targets. So it is essentially a multi-target attack, almost like a bounce sort of thing. You deal damage to the one and it hits the surrounding enemies. That's nothing new in Star Rail. And then the talent for the Memo Sprite, which is like an add-on. It's not like anything special. It's like you don't do anything. It just happens. But a body brewed by tears after attacking an enemy afflicted with Seam Stitch increase this unit's speed. The higher the speed, the higher the attack. When taking action, automatically uses attacks, prioritizing enemies under the Seam Stitch state. Okay. I'm curious to see that in practice for sure. And then Aglaea's technique. I'm not sure why they have them weirdly set up like this, but okay. Her technique is called Meteoric Sunder, summons the Memo Sprite Garment Maker, so everything summons the Garment Maker, launches a forward joint attack. So this is what we started with, essentially. After entering battle, regenerates energy and deals minor lightning damage to all enemies in AoE, randomly inflicts the Seam Stitch state on a random enemy target. Okay, interesting. So we're gonna see this Meteoric Sunder kind of in practice once we enter. But then what I also want to look at is the godforsaken Eidolons. All right, I say it in the reverse videos. We're going to say it here. This is the pay to play section of the video. You won't need to pull for every single character in the game. Star Rail is fixing that. But if you are financially stable and well off enough to purchase the amount of pulls needed for more copies of the character, this section is for you. I will not be doing that, but we're going to go through her Eidolons really quickly. So Eidolon 1, so this would be 2 copies of the character. It's called Drift at the Whim of Venus. And with this one, the enemy afflicted with Seam Stitch takes 15% increased damage. After Aglaea or the Garment Maker attacks this target, additionally regenerates 20 energy. So it basically is just buffing out those things. Eidolon 2 is going to be 3 copies of the character. It's called Sail on the Raft of Eyelids. When Aglaea or the Garment Maker takes action, enables the damage dealt by Aglaea and Garment Maker to ignore 14% of the target's defense. So it's basically a defense reduction on your opponent. This effect stacks up to 3 times and lasts until any unit other than Aglaea or Garment Maker actively uses an ability. Okay. So does that include just like a normal attack? I think so. Okay. Weird flex, but okay. Eidolon 3, aka 4 copies of the character, is called Bequeath in the Coalescence of Dew. Her skill level gets an extra +2 up to a maximum of level 15. So that's related more to the skill tree traces, I think, maybe? I'm not sure. We'll get there. We'll learn how to describe these things. Basic attack level goes up by 1 up to a maximum of 10. And then the Memo Sprite talent level also gets a +1 level up to a maximum of level 10. So I'm assuming maybe they're capped at level 9? Because you can't stack this. I don't know. See, Remembrance is new, so I don't really, the trace tree, if you will. It's not a skill tree, it's a trace tree. I don't know like the base numbers for those yet. Because like the other paths we have in the game, I can look at them and be like, yeah, that sounds about right level-wise. The Remembrance, nothing. I'm like, oh, okay, sure, fine. Skill level goes up to 13, sure. I don't know, man. Okay, Eidolon 4, 5 copies of the character. It's called Flicker Below the Surface of Marble. The speed boost effect from the Memo Sprite talent has its max stack limit increased by 1. After Aglaea uses an attack, oh wait, I'm thinking about it with the 3, it goes up to level 15. So this just has nothing to do with the top levels. So their skill level is not capped at 13. It can only go up to level 15 because you might have other characters that add more levels to that as well. But if you have other characters that add levels to that and you're at 14, you don't get to go up to 16. You only get +1 on that. You don't get extra levels. It's capped. Anyways, back to E4. Back to E4. I was reading this one and it made sense. E3 made sense entirely. But the speed boost effect from the Memo Sprite talent for E4 has its max stack limit increased by 1. After Aglaea uses an attack, you can also make the Garment Maker gain the speed boost effect from the Memo Sprite talent. So, okay. None of these are I feel like crazy yet. None of these are oh, you absolutely need this Eidolon, which I feel like is good because, again, she is the first Remembrance character, so I honestly don't think I would recommend getting too many copies of her, even if she is really pretty. Unless you're a Aglaea stan, you are a stan. That was probably the only way I would recommend getting multiple copies if you have the disposable income. But E5, 6 copies of the character. This one's called Weave Under the Shroud of Woe. You get ultimate level +2 up to a max of 15. We've been over this portion. Talent level gets another 2 levels up to 15, and the Memo Sprite skill level gets another 1 up to a maximum of 10. So it's not another 1. Memo Sprite talent is on 3, and the Memo Sprite skill is on 5. Okay. None of these seem crazy. All right, E6, Fluctuate in the Tapestry of Fates, aka her 7 copies. 7 copies of Aglaea. All right, that seems like a lot. So this one, Aglaea is in Supreme Stance, which I think is related to her ultimate, increases her and Garment Maker's lightning resistance. I still don't know what PEN stands for. I knew it at one point, and then I forgot it. But it increases this by 20%. When Aglaea or the Garment Maker's speed is greater than 160, 240, or 320, Oh, I see where this is. Okay. The joint attack damage dealt by them increases by 10% for the 160 or over 160. So if you're between 160 and 240 speed, or 239, you'd get a 10% increase. If you're between 240 and 319, you get a 30% increase. And then anything above that, you get the 60% increase. I feel like of all the Eidolons, that's probably the one that stands out to me the most. But that is her E6. And I feel like going that far in for our very first Remembrance character is kind of insane, at least right now. I don't think I would recommend pulling for multiple copies right now, but maybe on a rerun a couple months down the road, once we have more Remembrance. I hit my microphone. What are you going to do? Once we have more Remembrance characters in the game and you can kind of be okay, she might be the best one still by the time we get more Remembrance characters. I don't think I would recommend pulling for multiple copies right now, though. It's just too early on in Amphorius and the Remembrance path to really be yeah, you need 7 copies of Aglaea. No, you don't. You don't. At least not right now. Also talking about meta, the game meta right now, because we don't have enough Remembrance characters, if they were to go full send on the Remembrance meta, That would be cruel. I know Star Rail is very meta heavy, but I don't think they would go be that insane about it this early. Other than that, like, I don't know if maybe it'll make sense once you're in there, like what you'd want to buff out. I think anything related to speed would probably be what you want to go for. So maybe 4 is decent. I don't know. None of them really stand out to me. But we have a new relic set on her, the Hero of Triumphant Song. I can't even, this Traces tree makes no sense in my brain. I do think it's cute how they put the memo sprite traces on the flame. Did they? Yeah, they put the memo sprite flame. They put the memo sprite traces on the flame. I think that's cute. I really think that's cute. But this, like, these other skill trees, these make sense to me. The Remembrance one, I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is rocket science. What are we doing? Light cone wise, they gave her best in slot, obviously. And that's Aglaea. That's her memo sprite. I think it's time we kick some butt. It's trial time, baby. All right, where's the opponent? Like, where are we? So that's her skill. Oh, she sounds a lot like an Aether Gazer character. A lot. Like, I would not be surprised if they are the same VA. Quite literally. And it's one of the characters that is in the... Also, I can move my box. It's one of the characters that is literally in the Greek mythology inspired area of that game as well. They sound identical. And I don't know how to feel about that. Maybe they sound a little bit different. Certain lines sound... I can't remember who specifically. It's like on the tip of my tongue. It is literally on the tip of my tongue. It's not Hera. I know it's not Hera. Oh. All right. Okay. This is a really cool little... Let me do that really quickly. I really like her overworld skill with the memo sprite. That's really cool. It's really cool. All right. Turn double speed off. All right. Hold on. Should we move the box a little bit? Nah. All right. You can see the little memos. We have Remembrance Trailblazer here as well. So let's hit some support. It supports... Oh, Tingyun can support the memo sprite specifically. Oh, they did change Tingyun's normal voice. What the heck? Do we want to summon the memo sprite for the I want to summon the Trailblazer's memo sprite. I choose you I choose you. I haven't used Remembrance Trailblazer yet. Oh my god, that was adorable. I love Pokemon. All right, so if we do Aglaea's single target, not bad. That hits. I think it's really funny that they did a Pokemon reference in this because they also did a Pokemon reference in the Honkai collaboration. They just keep doing Pokemon references. My one gripe, I think, is that it feels... Wait, what does Mem do? How adorable. All right, let's actually support Aglaea. I don't know why it keeps auto-locking the support to the memo sprite, which that's really interesting. Why it's doing that specifically. Because usually it'll auto-lock onto like your DPS or something. All right, do we want to see... I can't get used to new Tingyun's voice. Honestly, I miss her old voice immediately. No shade to the new voice actor. I just don't know why they keep changing these things. All right, let's do the Trailblazer ult just because I've never seen it. Why is it huge? All right, restore Mem. There we go. Oh my god, I love her. See, that's the thing. I say she sounds like an Aether Gazer character, and I love that. Another single target. So now we're gonna do her ult because we haven't seen this. Ooh, how cute! All right, enhance. Ooh, I think we have to pull for Aglaea. I think I'm sold. I think I'm sold, friends and gamers. Okay, so I like can't think straight. See, now it wants to support Aglaea. I'm just gonna let the game do. Tingyun, you can do whatever you want, sweetie. So we have the multi-target blast now. Ooh, I love that you can see the columns as well. 177k on the total damage on that too is really good. I am very intrigued. We got 33k from Aglaea's memo sprite. Oh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Let's restore Mem. I choose you. That's so cute. And then we have Mem support. A little honest. Oh, I love Aglaea. How much total damage can she get here? 163k. So pretty consistent. It's consistent. That's the word I was looking for. And then 16k on the memo sprite that time. Not as consistent. I really like her. And I just want to, I haven't gone double speed yet because I haven't been able to use the memo sprites, like Aglaea's skill to restore the memo sprite. I don't have enough. It's like not letting me. This like might take her out. Deus Ex Arafilo? Yeah. Or I can't read. I can't read. That's fine. I think we need to pull for Aglaea now. Yeah, they got me. They really got me. Let's get those achievements, yeah? Use ally character Aglaea to summon garment maker 1. Okay, fine. Promise friend. That's so cute. Oh god, Mem is adorable. You know when they're adorable, it's gonna hurt later. All right, so our warps. We have a little bit to work with here. I was so convinced. I was like, we're gonna pull for Robin. That's not even the right thing. I was like, we're gonna pull for Robin because I love Robin and Sunday, and I don't have one of those characters. But I've been convinced. I have. So we could immediately do a 10 pull, and I think just to shorten the runtime of this video, because I do and would like to play some Monster Hunter tonight. Yep, that came out tonight. Yep. I got snacks and everything for this weekend. I'm set, but we gotta do a 10 pull. We gotta go in crazy with a 10 pull. No 5-star on that one, but I never even checked pity, so there's that. You think we'll ever get a remembrance character with Pom Pom as the memo spray? I think that I could see that happening in a very specific scenario, but I'm trying to think about how I can explain this without getting into what could be leak territory. I'm not saying I've seen leaks about any of this. I've seen no leaks. Who's leaking the content? What are you talking about? In my household? No. But hypothetically, a 5-star March 7th Remembrance Path with Pom Pom as her memo spray would be kind of fun. It would. I think it would be fun. I'm just saying. Anyways, what's our 4-star? Yeah? two reminiscences in a row. That's great. It's Sushang. That's the only character we're gonna get. Watch. Because if there's one thing I'm consistent on, it's I only get 1 4-star in a temple. What let me really quickly, let's check our pity here. We have to add 10 to it though. So we are at 20 pity. 20 pity. At least we're even. Not anymore though. 21, baby. Nope. If we could go early, that would be great, actually. That's just 22. Nope. And then 23. Pull number 23. Nope. All right. What can we get out of the shop? Probably nothing. Yeah, literally nothing. Okay, cool. Thanks. 23 pulls in. Nothing. I wasn't expecting anything, quite frankly. We do have a singular copy of Sushang. We do got that. I do need to get caught up still with some Star Rail stuff. I never got through Penacony. My goal was to get through Penacony before the patch drop, but then I had my apartment flood twice. So that obviously didn't happen. So now I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get through it. Just because things keep happening. But that is the half patch. I made this video much longer than I had to be because I decided to extend the yapping portion of the video, but hey, it is what it is. That is gonna be it though. Let's go to the databank so we can finish on Aglaea. I think it's Aglaea, it could be Aglaea, but Aglaea sounds right in my brain, so we're gonna say that until I'm proven otherwise. Oh, we didn't watch her marketing. That's fine. I don't need to do that. She's so pretty. I probably will continue to pull because she's so pretty. I didn't notice she has like the underside to the hair either. I love that. I love her. Anyways, that's it. So I have nothing to link down below, but I will have a code in the description of this video for extra Star Rail rewards. Description. Check the description. Anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below as well as subscribe for more and click the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. As always, I hope everyone hatter is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world. I hope all Aglaea and insert rerun character here wanters are Aglaea and or insert character rerun characters here havers. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!